I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk his way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth to me. It's now it occurred to me. Hell gon' burn like third degree. If you know your history, Jesus paid that purse for me, and he took that curse from me. If you think that's perjury, boy, you better learn to read. Ayy, me and my baby girl in one accord, call that double dutch. I've been walking with the Lord, can't be doing such and such. Wait, I took a minute, but now I'm back in it. If God isn't with it, I don't wanna visit. I went independent and started repenting and cut out that fake. I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk his way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, earth, 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 as in heaven on this.
Too many perks to being a child of God. I can't pop one. It's too many songs, not about the crown. I can't pop one.
What is up? What is up? Welcome in, everyone. Gotta pay my dues. All right, welcome in. Let's get it. Good to see you guys. What is up? All right, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see y'all. W's in the chat. Let's get the day started. Let's end the week strong here.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way.
All right, who do we got here today? Who do we got? Z Gamer in the building. Arrow Sassy in the house. All right, what up, Energy? What up, Price Action? Kev Only Bands is here. All right, all right. What is good? What is good? What up, Clubhouse? How we feeling? All right, Ryder in the building. Danny Cash in the house. Who is that in the chat? Oh, okay, there we go. All right, what up, Yogi? Yogi in the chat, Wokey in the chat. They're all here. How y'all doing? Welcome in. Good to see you guys. Good to see y'all. Y'all ready for a good day or what? Let's do this. Let's do it. How's everyone feeling? Y'all good? All right, let's go. Only Trade with Nick in the house. What a name. Wow. Nick is amazing is in the building. Wow, Nick is the most handsome guy in the world. Wow, look at these usernames here. Oh my goodness. Nick, oh, okay. Arrow Sassy, how we feeling? What up, Classic Trader? Yo, Well-Being is in the house. Let's go. All right, Clubhouse, how we feeling? What's up, Dylan? What up, Carlos? What up, 3 Ants? What's up, Surge? Good morning. Ben Smith in the house. Let's go. Ben Bennett in the house. All right, back to back. What's up, Mr. Phil? Oh, holy Ken Hard in the building. Benjamin. We got Ben Smith. We got, my goodness. How many Bens we got? How many Bens you got? A lot. How many Bens you got? We got AMGs. We got them all. What up, Shakes? What's up, Tommy? There he is. What's good? What up, Frank? Good to see you guys. Good to see y'all. Connor FX in the house. What's good? What up, Amir? Yo. Good morning from Ireland. What's poppin'? What's up, Lucas? All right. Well, good to see you guys. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. What's up, Bryce? Good to see you, brother. Let's begin our voyage here today, and it's Friday, last day of the week here. So let's see what we can come up with. CPI just came out, so why don't we get into it? Before we do, let's pray real quick, and then we'll begin. All right. Let's do it. Father God, we thank you, Lord. I thank you for this opportunity to just gather together as a group, Lord, with people from all over the world. I thank you that not only are my kids watching and my family watching, but other kids are watching, other families are watching. We thank you for deeply impacting the hearts and minds of those in attendance and even those around them, Lord. We thank you for all the work you're doing. We ask that you would continue to pour a blessing on this community, and we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Let's do it. What up, SK? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's get into it here. Should be a lovely day. So let's lower the music just a little bit, and let's get the party started. Wishing you and your families well here today. Let's talk about what we got. Today is the 12th day of February, so it's another day for us, another opportunity to be patient, to be disciplined, to act the part, right? And not just talk the talk, but walk the walk of the 8-figure trader. So you got Thursday here, the 12th, right? It is 8:30 news coming out. Oh, what is this? This is I'm sorry, this is yesterday. Let me go to Friday here. Let's just drop this down. Today we got 8:30 news CPI, right? So I'm sorry, today's the 13th. What the hecky? 13th core CPI just came out. Looks like we got somewhat red numbers here on the dollars. So we'll see what we'll see what happens so far. But it looks like we did move bullish, and let's see where we're going to continue going. So I haven't really done much of a breakdown. I just looked at the 30-minute candle, so I don't know what is going on. So let's get in Philippe mode. There we go. There he is. And let's do a fresh top-down analysis. If you guys can, give the stream a like for me. And sub to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And let's get into it, yeah? Vivian Young in the house. Let's go, Vivian Young. Vivian Young. All right, let's move this over. So Philippe's getting in great shape, by the way. Yeah, he's getting in excellent shape. He's only eating chicken. So he's just committed to only eating chicken and chicken only. So, yeah, that's it. Chicken and pips. Oh, what's DeMarco got for us here? Mid-February update. There's been $186,900 in profits from 70 payouts. Holy! 70 Clubhouse members have received payouts over the last 13 days. Well, damn. And you're going to tell me that God doesn't have his hand on this group. My goodness. What a blessing. Thank you, DeMarco. Appreciate the update. And let's update the technicals here now. So let's go jump into the charts here. Again, if you guys can, give the stream a like for me, sub to the channel, and let's get into it. Y'all ready? Ready, Clubhouse? Let me know real quick about the music. Yo, by the way, shout out to the Clubhouse, man. 70 payouts. Where are they doing that at? 70 payouts in the last 13 days. Man, that's pretty good, man. That's something that I was praying for not too long ago. So what a big W that is to start the weekend, right? To leave the week. So let's see if we can catch some pips and make it even better. So let's get into this breakdown here. Let's talk about gold. This is going to be the daily chart here, and let's get into it. Looks like yesterday we did end up closing bearish, right? We broke the lows there, ended up closing bearish. We even closed below this overall zone, right? So actually got a candle to close back into the range. I think if we marked off ranges here, they would look something like this, right? Where you have let me just color code them. So you have like the yellow range here, right? And then you have the green range, or I'll call it the blue range up here, right? You got a minor range sitting right here. We'll call that the purple range, right? From here to here. And then below that, you have the wick fill, right? And that we'll call the green range. So, and then you can see the resistance here as well, right? So notice how we attempted to get into the blue range, right? But we were unable to do that. You had that whole gap to fill in the blue range. You had all this clean range moving up, all that clean traffic. You had candle 1. Let me just make this a little thinner. You had candle 1, right? Enter into the range. Then you kind of had this candle close bearish, but it closed above, right? Still remaining in the blue zone. The next candle was NFP day. We broke the highs, but we did nothing, right? So that should tell you something right there. You have this daily celery play, right? And price just was continuing to struggle, right? To even break through the highs here. And then once we did on NFP, we really didn't continue on. So it's no surprise that once this low here broke on the previous candle, you had price leave that blue range and then step back into the yellow one, right? So that's basically where we're at now. We're trading within the yellow range. I am pretty bearish. If we look here, we're somewhat at the top of the yellow range, right? And we still have room to drive down. So we'll see if we can get down there. We would need to see some sort of break of the lows or resistances being formed here on the 4-hour or the 1-hour chart. So let's head down there and let's see what we can come up with. But so far from the daily, I am bearish and I am looking to trade in the yellow zone today. The only way I look to get back in the blue zone is if a candle actually closes back above there. So let's drop down to the 4-hour here. Let's see what this bullish move looks like, because that's most likely going to be a daily top wick here, right? So 4-hour is ranging a little bit. We are creating support at the moment. We already have a resistance. Most likely we're coming right into that zone there to kind of retest where we came from. So a lot of you guys took this move yesterday, this move down here, and right now what's happening is because we broke out of that zone, right, we're just trying to retest it, right? So we came up, we retested once, came down, we're starting to retest it again. This is going to be like an observation zone in the 4 hour. I would expect us to probably move in that zone and then begin to wick out of it, right? If we close above at 10, great. You know, we could look for buys, pretty clean buys up here, probably above 91 or whatever it was. And then if we reject, right, we have an opportunity to look for the shorts based off that daily candle coming back down after it creates this top wick right here. So that is the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is also coming up here. We had CPI come out. We did get red numbers on the dollar, so that very well could push gold up through this range. You know, we do need to pay attention to the 4 hour though. The 4 hour is coming into a little bit of a target tapped area. As you can see, we're starting to reject, right? Same thing on the 1 hour. So big closures coming up here. Let's take a look at the 30 minute. 30 minute, excuse me, also moving up. You got very little to no bottom wick on this news candle here. Let's take a look at the 15. 15's got a little support here, and yeah, the ranges haven't changed much. They have not changed much here. So you're still back in this 15-minute chop. I think if we can get above it, you got all that clean traffic to the left, and ideally, that's what I'm going to be looking for here. So probably something like a bearish closure, right? Ideally, if that candle can come down, give that other guy a bottom wick. If not, right, a bearish closure, maybe the very next candle will come down, right, drive down, give that lower wick, put that lower wick in play, and then close back above the range, right? And then you got all this clean traffic to the left. So yeah, that's probably what I'll be looking for here today. The shorts, right, I think we need to get I think we need to wait for some like real confirmation. Like we're gonna need some type of resistance formed here, right? I know the 4 hours at target. I know the daily is still bearish, but this 4 hour can really continue moving bullish with that news, right? With the numbers that came out. So yeah, let's wait for our closures. I think what I'll do is I'll look for potential like range 2 sells, and we can take those range 2 sells fairly quickly. Like let's say this candle gives us an onion, we don't enter on the very next candle, right? Meaning like, let's say this candle closes bearish here, right? You would think, okay, onion play, let's sell, right? But a lot of times what's going to happen is that candle will grab liquidity, and that candle will move up, break the highs, come back down, close as a support, right? And then the very next candle will end up breaking the lows, right? I think if we can get that closure, that might be a little bit better. So we'll see. We'll see about all that. Maybe just clean closures back below there, but I think the cleanest sells today are going to be below 84 here, which is going to leave you all that range to the downside, right? So this is a little chopped up here, a lot of chop here, a lot of chop in between, but the sells are okay up there. I think if we can get below 84 though, that's going to be our best bet. So yeah, we'll see what we do. As of right now, we are rejecting the 4 hour highs. That 1 hour is coming back down, and we'll see what we do on the closure. We got 12 minutes for the closure, and if we do end up closing below, then yeah, there's a much higher chance that that daily candle will start to move bearish here again, and the 4 hour will continue moving down. So we'll see what happens. We got 12 minutes on the closure, and we'll go from there. Yeah, 1 hour is nasty right now, so let's just hang tight and see what we do. All right, any questions? Anyone trade CPI? Anyone willing to say that they were in sells? No, just kidding. No sells, no sells, no buys. Beautiful sells taken yesterday, though. I did not catch these sells, but I've seen a lot of other people did. Very, very nice move down there on gold. Yeah, just random after the stream. GC top step possible? No, actually, I don't think so. Not on top step. I did fund up a live account. I just ran a test deposit here. So everything went through in about, I don't know, probably it took like less than an hour, I'd say, on TradeOvate. So I'll probably load up some more capital and get prepared for next week. on my Tradeovate account. You'll probably see me start to trade on this platform a little bit more, and that's probably good news because I'm sure a lot of you guys are using it, have been using it, or beginning to use it on your new funded accounts and whatever. So yeah, we'll trade this one a little bit more. I'll probably stick to doing my breakups and my charting here on Project X, just because it's a little easier and a little cleaner to move around with. But yeah, other than that, Tradeovate is lit. Tradeovate's lit. It's actually better than I thought. Should have been doing this a long time ago. Think it ends up selling. Very nice. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much the vibe here. I think I'm going to be looking for sells below 85 as we can anticipate that daily candle coming back down here, and then simply buys above 08. Buys above 08. If something changes mid-session and we have to reanalyze and maybe look at the sells from here, we'll do that. But as of right now, sells below 84 for me. All right, let's clone some things. Boom, boom. Let's clone that. All right. All right, let's take a look at the Nasdaq here as well, and let's see what we got going on there. Let's just do this. Perfect, perfect. Let's look at NQ and let's see what we got. NQ is just struggling here, struggling. So daily candle, right? It still has no top wick, something I'm looking at here. I am expecting this daily candle to come back up to make some sort of a top wick for the daily, right? You have not done that. You've failed to really push through the lows that much, right? We do have that support here, but it looks like we're just rejecting because you know, this candle needs a top wick, right? So it's probably going to come up, make a top wick, and let's see if we can anticipate that on the 4 hour. I want to get a look at this wick here. A lot of rejection here, so that's probably going to be a bullish 4 hour candle or a 4 hour move here. Yep, there it is. So that's our move back up. This is our previous daily high. I believe it's this candle right here. Yes, so if we do end up breaking that high, you will see a big move at NQ probably here today. So that high is going to be sitting above 44. I think the best buys are going to be a little bit higher than that, probably above 11, or yeah, is that 11? 10? Yeah, above 10 here. So what I would love to see is just either a little bit of a move up, so we can, oops, let me get a candle here, so we can actually run through these, like basically we want to pave through this chop to the left, right? So if you can get a candle to push up, pave through, I don't care, it can close above. If it closes too far above, then obviously we got to wait for a retest, right? And then we look to take the buys off of that support to move back up. But if we can maybe close a little lower, right, and then kind of pave through that choppy traffic there to the left, get ourselves like one or maybe even two bearish candles, and then a nice clean closure back above, that will be a beautiful buy to take here today on NQ. So that'll also be breaking the daily high. If we break the daily high at that point, you should see a big push up. So I can see price coming right into these ranges here, and yeah, looking for trades to move up. So yeah, we'll see. We're going to need a support. We're going to need a breakout, and if we can get those two things on NQ, then we will be in there. We will be in there. Or maybe not we. I think a lot of you guys are getting scared of NQ now. Sissies. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Some of you guys are like, oh, I don't know. I don't know about NQ. Guys, you know my sample size data on NQ alone, I've taken, I think it was 90 trades. 90 trades with a 65% win rate, $30,000 in profits. So, you know, and that's just my sample size data. That's not me like understanding the pair to its, you know, like I understand gold. So you just give me like a year and I'll understand NQ just the same exact way I understand gold. And I like the challenge. I think it's fun. You know, I think it's a good challenge. Yeah. The Viking was in Asian last night. Yeah, that's right. Did I see the new chaos with... No, actually, no. Restrictions. Yeah, no, I didn't see any of it. I didn't see any of it. I just let you guys tell me about it. I come here and I get all my information from y'all. I see you guys chatting away in in the chat and your in the independent conversations, and I learn a lot from being here. I'll be the sissy. Just watch. Remember, I told you guys in the very beginning, you should not execute NQ with me, right? You should not do that yet. As I track my data, sample size it, jump into it, I warned you guys, stay away. Let me do the heavy lifting for y'all, you know? Just relax. Trade gold, watch NQ, get to study NQ as I get into my trades, and while you stay out of them, you get to observe them and learn about them, and you know, eventually, just like I said, you'll be ready to trade it just like you're trading gold. But either way, my sample size data is actually pretty solid for the most part, so I'm very happy with it. I think it was like a 65% win rate, so we'll just continue to increase that. Thoughts on Ninja Trader? I think they're pretty good. Do I like Tradeovate rules? What rules? Are there rules on Tradeovate? I don't think there's any rules on Tradeovate. They're only your own rules. Only your own rules. Dun dun dun. Oh, my stats are wrong. Did I hit the wrong button? Oh, my bad, my bad. Oh, I put a 0 there. Wish the banker made that mistake. Put an extra 0. Okay, we good. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, we'll wait on NQ here. Let's go back to gold. Gold looks like it wants to possibly break above. It just broke through the 4-hour highs again. So let's see. Let's see. You don't have much of a lower wick yet. No 15 closure, so we got to wait. Top one or top step for starters? To be honest, probably top one these days. Yeah, just buy like the cheapest eval that top one has, like their challenge account, and just go with that. Being that you're a new trader, you're in no position to even like make money right now. So right now is going to be a learning phase, like a time to learn for you. So I would just get top one, being that they have the best customer support. I would trade very low size on a very low account, and I would just focus on learning. You know, if you want these streams are live every day, come here to treat it like a class. You know what I mean? Show up to class every day and ask good questions, send some trades in, get some reviews, and you know, make your way in the game. It's going to take a couple months to really get the hang of it, so no need to focus on making any sort of money right now. Just really just focus on learning. All right, I want you to focus on learning now, so that way you can earn later. Otherwise, you stay focused on earning now and you never earn. Right, you just keep chasing it and chasing it and chasing it. So if you do it the right way and put knowledge in front of profits and performance in front of profits, you're gonna kill it, bro. Just take your time with it and have fun with it. Does the fade have higher win rate than the onion? Let's go take a look, my friend. Let's take a look. Let's go look at the data. Let's look at the data. Strategies. So I know we've taken way more breakouts. So out of 30, yes, out of basically 89 breakouts, we have an 82% win rate. But if you look at the fade, we've only taken 37 fades, right? So it still has a very high win rate, but it's not as many trades. So the more trades, right, the more watered down it can get. But yeah, the fades probably our least amount. Yeah, we don't take as many fades as we take everything else here. The most impressive thing for me is the onion. Out of almost 160 trades, we keep almost a 90% win rate on that. That's epic. Epic. It's not easy. The more trades you take as you get into the 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 150, 160, like it's harder and harder and harder to keep like a high win rate, right? So to have that produce an 88% win rate over 158 trades, pretty good. Pretty good. And that's just me tracking it since March of last year. Yeah, March or February. There he is, the Viking. He's moving from session to session today. Let's go.
What up?
It's fun, right? Moving from session to session.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's
Good
cool.
time.
It's cool.
It's all right. It's all right. Take time.
What's up, Nick? How you doing?
Incredible, brother. You?
Yeah, incredible too.
Great to see you.
Great to see you.
Good to have you. That
Great to see
bookshelf.
y'all
That
here,
bookshelf is stacked. I remember when I first met you, that thing was. You didn't even have one, did you?
Oh my, I didn't even have one, for real.
Let's go. W.
It was in the corner of my desk or something. All my books.
Let's go. Now it's filling up. Looks good.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
It's like little Axel, you know. He's filling out now. He's starting to actually look like a human.
Fire.
He's getting some weight to him, getting some meat on him.
Oh yeah.
It's like that bookshelf.
Yes, sir. Trying to make it look like yours.
Let's get it. If you're not reading books at the moment, what is he talking about books? Bro, I'm telling you, you want to be cool? You want to do some gangster? You know what? Bro, go out and read 15 books this year. That's gangster. Go out and read 15 books this year. And then holla at me at the end of the year. And let me know how you're doing. Because remember what Mr. V said. Nick, your income will never exceed your level of personal growth and development, right? So how do you grow yourself? How do you develop yourself? You read good books. Harry Potter good, Nick? No. And Harry Potter's not going to cut it, right? You're going to need books like The Magic of Thinking Big and The Magic of Believing and Think and Grow Rich and How to Win Friends and Influence People and The Power of Now and The 5 a.m. Club and all those other books, right? But man, you start to read those, your self-image will go up, your belief system will go up, right? You'll start to have more confidence. You'll begin to get more knowledgeable. And all of a sudden, you are walking with a little extra pep in your step, right? And again, when that self-image goes up and that self-development rises, so does your income. Your income has almost no choice but to follow suit. So try it.
Yeah, I love that.
Start the Psychology of Money. Let's get it. Great book. Harry Potter and the Magic of Pips.
Harry Potter.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
Bro, and it's funny. I went to when I was traveling to Tampa right there when I was with you for like New Year's and all that. On my way home, I saw like a bookstore in like Tampa Airport, I think. Yeah. And my girl was like, "Yo, this books look pretty good," and I was like, what can I get this book for $4? I was like, what the?
Yup.
I bought books for like $15 for like 3 self-development books, and I saw another book like 25 for like Harry Potter or some fantasy stuff. Insane, bro. Insane.
It's nuts. You go to the bookstore over here, all of a sudden you look to the right hand side, right when you walk in the door, Outwitting the Devil for $9.
$9.
Magic of Thinking Big for $9. People just walk right by these books. Like that book should be that book. Realistically, that book should be at least $60. Like The Magic of Thinking Big, at least $60. You can get it for $10.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, like that's crazy.
That's absolutely insane.
Bro, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself? That book's like $7. The tongue of creative force. That book's like $8, bro. It's wild, and those books right there will change your entire life.
That's insane, bro. Like this one here too. I bought it at the airport. There was one of them. John Mason, Self-Talk for Success. It was $6.99. It still has the thing on it here.
Crazy.
$6.99, bro. What's going on? Like.
Epic. So
that's wild stuff. So it's there. It's definitely there.
Yes, sir. So go to your local bookstore, Go on Amazon. Look up some of these books that we mentioned. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius was another great book. I mean, some of them are just phenomenal books that you really want to lay your hands on. I mean, the wisdom is in there, right? If you want to find wisdom, just go read some books. I think I heard a stat back in the day that like 95% of people that never read another book after they graduate college.
That's a wild thought.
That's wild. So imagine if you read 12, if you just read one book a month, right? If you just read 12 books a year and that other individual read none, and you give it 3 years, bruh, where do you think you will be in comparison to the other individual? I'm living proof of it. All my friends are working corporate jobs or mechanic jobs or I don't even know what these guys are doing these days, man. Like sales jobs, right? I'm literally living proof of the slight edge at work. Trust me, I was not the most likely to become successful in my class. But you know what? I was willing to do what others weren't willing to do long enough until I realized my dream, right? And I did little things like read books. You know, at one point I just read a book a month. I committed to a book a month, and then it was 2 books a month, and then it was 3 books a month, and then I went on a run for like a whole like half a year and read a book a week, and you know, just completely separated myself from the masses. Audiobooks are great too. Yeah, I listen to books a little bit more now. I used to be a very big reader. Take the books out, highlight the books, double read chapters. Like there were times where I would read books, I'd read the chapter twice before moving on to the next one, man. That's not easy to do, because a lot of times you want to get through a book and continue learning. I say, nope, I'm here to learn. It's not my earning season. I got to learn how to become wealthy, right? I got to learn the ways of the millionaire first before I can enjoy the fruits of one. So it was locked in learning. And that's how I was telling the young guy here today. He said, hey, I'm new. You know, what should I do? I said, dude, just focus on learning, bro. It'll be the best thing. You'll look back and that'll be the best thing you ever really committed to, is the learning of the game, not just the making money of it.
Fire.
Am I selling a course here? Yes, actually. Hey everyone, my win rate is 80% over the last 3.5 years, and I have a course that I'm looking to sell you guys. And if you just, enter your debit card number in, and it's only $19.99, and I promise it'll change your life, and it'll give you the same exact lifestyle that I have to this day. Yeah. The course will be out soon. We're loading up. We're learning. You got what does Masterelli do? Okay. I'm getting you guys ready for it. I'm going to be dropping it next week. I'm going to drop the course next week. I got to get them ready for it, though. I had to read more books since I graduated school than I was in school. Yeah, there you go. Good for you. Good for you. The masses, baby. What are the masses? Just look around, brother. Just look around. And if you don't see them, you might be one of them. Did I read the Bible cover to cover? I did not. I have not. Inner engineering. Let's go. What's up, Rich? Clubhouse, how you guys feeling? This is what I see on NQ.
Clubhouse, man.
That's hilarious.
Let's get it.
The Gospel of Mary, yes, I have. It is beautiful. It is
What's up,
beautiful.
Conrad? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Conrad.
Conrad.
Let's get it. Conrad, how are you, brother? Always great to see you. The Conrad.
Exactly.
What's up, Cameron? How are you, bro? Great to see you as well. Good to see all these popular names in here. 2 accounts just to like the stream? My man. See, Christian's a real one. So you guys got to have 2 YouTube accounts. So when you make those things, what are you marking? I have mine marked. It's just consolidating it for the time being. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. So that's it. You know, that's the toughest part for traders. It's like, okay, I marked my stuff. Now what do I do? Nothing. Literally. Now you literally get to do nothing. Yep. Until the trade idea that you drew out or that you visualized in your mind starts to show up. See, that's the hardest part about trading, is people have a very hard time at just doing nothing, right? So if you can learn to do that, again, observe the masses and do the opposite. The masses are trading all day long. Trust me, I see new traders. I hear from them. I see their P&L. I see a lot, gang. These guys are trading all day long. We take a beautiful trade here. They're 2 trades deep after the stream at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Lost all the profits, right? Like, it just, most traders just don't want to wait and do nothing or take their profits and go, right? You know, and it's understandable. I mean, you're sitting at the desk and you have the ability to press a button and make money, right? I get why you would want to be there all the time and click the button all the time, but man, you got to stay composed. Like, you got to be okay with just doing nothing. Right, unless the idea that you drew up shows up, then you just do nothing.
Exactly, time wasting trading.
I mean, we try and make it extremely easy for you guys by doing this live stream. You know, and you know, I don't want to say entertaining, but entertaining and teaching and talking. Right, we try to make it easy. It's a lot easier when you're with a crew and you know you can see everyone basically doing nothing. Right, it's a lot easier for you to stay out. I know that was the case for me. One of the big struggles for me is I wanted to overtrade. I wanted to trade all the time, but then I seen Raja just sitting there talking. Like, I'm like, he's not getting into this buy. Like, look at that big candle there, right? But he knew things that I didn't know at the time, right? And where I thought, oh man, I got to get into a buy. He wasn't even thinking about taking a buy, right? It wasn't even anywhere near as ready for him. And, you know, here I was getting stopped out and stuff. So the streams, we try to make it easy for you guys to wait, hang out, and more importantly, learn while you wait.
Yeah, it's like, are you even a trader? You get those. All you do is talk, Nick.
Yeah. I mean, just look at what the pros say. You know, 95% waiting, 5% entering. And you want to enter 95% of the time. It's like the pros can clearly see who you are. You know, that's the thing. Like, you don't fool the pro. Right? No. You don't fool the pro. You know, the pro knows because the pro is a pro. The pro's been through so much. He's been through basically every stage in which the amateur has gone through. So I don't even need to hear you guys. I just see some of the things that you type in the chat and it just reveals the level in which you're at. You know what I mean? So just relax. You know, you don't need to trade all the time. Yeah, the paradigm shift. Yeah, exactly. Compared to 9 to 5, though, what's better? Kind of hard to tell yourself, take advantage of sitting in a chair. Yeah, hey, you're probably just going to sit in your chair at your job, too, and do nothing. Right? I think I read another stat. It said, like, out of 8 hours, the employee only actually works. Like, if you put a timer on the time that they actually did productive work for the company, it's literally like an hour and a half out of 9 full hours, right? So even check yourself, like when you work your job, obviously some jobs are different, but in a lot of jobs, you don't even do anything. You just sit there and wait for 5 o'clock just to get a paycheck at the end of the week. So why not sit here and wait for closures?
Yo. Insane. Lock in or clock in.
Lock in or clock in, baby. It's all hard. Being at your job is going to be extremely difficult for the next 50, 60 years. Could you just imagine it?
Damn, bro.
Oh, my God,
Holy
right?
smokes, that's a living nightmare.
But this is also going to be very hard for the next 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 12 months. You just got to pick your heart.
Choose your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And time goes by anyway. So what do you want to do with it?
The time's ticking anyway.
Yep.
Sometimes I forget YouTube exists. Yo, Jacob. Yo, Ken, we're gonna do that next week. I gotta set that up with Clay. Guys, don't miss any stream next week. We got some big things happening. Yeah, chill, wait, listen to gems, hang out, ask questions. You have the ability to ask questions to get you one step further in your life, right? But instead, you're scrolling on Instagram. You could ask me right now. Yeah, man, you ever think, man, if I ever got a chance to meet Nick, man, if I ever got a chance for him to answer my DM, man, oh my God, this is what would it be? What would it be? You got me right here. Every single day I come here to serve you guys, right? Look for good opportunities to make some money in the markets and try and instill some of the lessons that I've learned and help you guys out in the process.
Yeah.
Does that book come with an apartment? Yo, people be paying $60 for books about like random stories. Never mind Think and Grow Rich. Wow, we still got no lower wick on this candle. No lower wick. Let's take a look at NQ while we wait. Where's my markups? Did we not mark? Where'd my markups go? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're just waiting. Yeah, NQ's not really doing much. I'm hoping 930 can really pop us up here, break that daily high. Really want to see that daily high break.
John is here too.
I was just going to say. Johnny Gems.
Maybe Rafi. No,
Janet.
Rafi, I think.
Janet. Rafi, I think, might still be
John.
busy today.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Johnny Gems, how are you?
Yo, what up, boys? How y'all feeling?
What do you do for a living, John? Oh, he's got his day trader shirt on. He's a day trader.
Yes,
go.
sir. That's
Hey,
what
are you
I
a
do,
day
bro.
trader?
I patiently wait for a living.
I remember
I patiently wait for candles to close.
I remember I have that shirt too, and I went to like a meetup one time, and it was like a bunch of day traders, and I wore my day trader shirt. I felt honestly on the way down there, I was like, why did I wear this shirt? This is kind of cool. Hey, I'm here for the day trading event. Any day traders here? Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I'm one of you guys right here on my shirt. Yeah, I was like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have wore that shirt.
I'm starting to feel like that too now.
Let me guess, you're a day trader?
Yeah.
Are you looking for the day traders? Yeah, we're all right
Don't
here.
ask me any questions.
Excited, no problems.
I'm a day trader, but no questions.
No questions. Otherwise, there could be major problems.
There are going to be some major problems.
Major problems. Major problems.
I don't want no problems.
No major problems.
When did you clear your
yo.
screens from all indicators? About 2021. The year was 2021.
Wow,
And I
best
right
decision
clicked and I hit remove indicators and life has never been the same. My goodness. Look at that
Never.
thing. It doesn't even highlight for me anymore.
ever. Oh, it's the best, bro. When it's
Oh,
like you
it's
can't
the
even
best
click
feeling.
it.
It was the best
That's
feeling ever.
facts.
I remember one time I had this guy, I was
Man.
coaching him one-on-one and all that, and he came in and he goes, yeah, all these indicators, this chart basically looked like this. I'm like, bro, what? Before we even move forward here, buddy, what's going on with your chart right now? No wonder why you're not profitable. You can't even see the candle, right? I said, I was like, I need you to do me a favor. Don't worry. If you don't like it, we could always hit the back button and we'll get rid of it. But I said, brother, I need you to right click. I need you to click remove indicators right now. And he just hit that and it was like boom, boom.
Yeah.
And man, like
Wait about
life just opened up for him after that. Literally, like he
Take a
was,
fresh breath, bro.
bro, I seen
Take a
the
fresh breath
sigh
after
of
that.
relief on this man's face. He was like, oh, he actually made a little sound. Like, oh, I was like, that felt good, didn't it? It felt good. Just keep it right there. Just like that, brother. Just like that. Let's work.
Yo.
I honestly
Yo,
had the
I
same
love
feeling,
that.
bro.
Yeah, man.
When
Me too.
When I went over to just trading candlesticks.
Yes, sir.
Same,
No better
bro.
feeling, man. I was like, boom, this is me.
Exactly.
It matched my personality right away because it was super simple, and that's how my personality naturally is. Keep it simple, and that's the type of trading edge you need. One that fits your personality, one that you can simplify your trading with and do the same things over and over again every day.
Simple, little simple. Keep it simple, baby. Yeah, but that all changed for me when I met Raja. He was like, "What the heck is an indicator?" Blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Oh, what's this guy doing? What's this guy up to?" He had no indicators, and I'll never forget that first course that he had. Changed my life forever, man. Remember, he drew everything out. It was kind of bootleg, but it was clear and understandable. And I forgot what it was called. It was what was it called, John? Market fluidity or something, right? Just like market.
I was like the 5-hour course or something.
Yeah, it was 5 hours, and it changed everything for me.
Yep.
Would you take gold if it's overextended? Probably not. So what we're probably going to need here, being that we'll have like the volume coming in, we want to see if we can get maybe even this candle, like a next candle, to kind of come down, break the lows, possibly close back above like that. If we get like this 930 celery, I'd be interested in taking the buys on the break of the high like we did, I think it was on Monday. Yeah, maybe Monday this week. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see if we can get that. But as of right now, we are very overextended. Look at the 1 hour, just never closed above and no bottom wick. So
it's 9:30 in 10 minutes though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
so it might not be 9:30. The fade though,
Definitely
the fade, probably not. Let me see the fade idea. So the 4 hours really coming right into these areas now, but man, there's still a lot of clean range, so I don't really see the fade here right now. Yeah, anything above like 08 is gonna stay bullish, unless you just get a strong like crazy candle down, right? But anything above there should end up remaining bullish. So maybe 930 kind of moves like this, and then we could maybe take the fade back up, right, on like a 945 candle or something. But
not bad.
Yeah. Good question though. Help understand importance of faith. I mean, you need faith, man. The man without vision, aka the man without faith, will perish. So usually, and everyone around him too, right? So if the man has no vision, or the woman, then him or anyone around him will never get anywhere. They're just going to settle for the program, right? Because if you don't have vision, then you follow program, right? And whose program is it? It's not yours, not your program. It's someone who has not the best intentions for your life. Trust me, right? So without the vision, you got nothing. Without faith, right? How can you walk blindly if there's no faith there, right? Like it takes, you got to literally walk blindly to become successful in life for a good number of years. Again, remember the money, which again, I don't know why, but that's usually what most of us are chasing, right? But just like the fruit, when we plant a fruit tree, the last thing we get to touch is the fruit. Right? And when we build a successful business, there's a lot of things, gang, that come before we get an opportunity to touch the money, right? So how do you do that without faith? How do you do that without blindly, just continuing to move forward and staying process oriented? It won't happen. If you got no vision, the first sign of failure or uncomfortableness, you quit. You know what? The system that the other person has for me is a lot easier. It's more comfortable. It's more familiar. I'll just stick to doing that. So you got to have faith, man. You got to have faith if you're going to continue pushing up and create a life that only God gave you, right, to see in your own mind. So, yeah, you're going to need it. Going to need it.
No. Facts, bro. That's what's going to give you hope, too, over fear.
Yep. Yeah, because you're either running faith or fear at the end of the day. So if you can't blindly walk with faith, then you're most likely going to hesitate and turn back around in fear.
And faith keeps the dream possible, the vision possible, man. As you could see it.
Yeah, 100%.
Never let someone steer you off faith as well. Like, remember, it's your vision. They can't see what you see in your mind. So never let anyone take you off your path of faith as well. Should be a test for you to practice more faith.
Yeah, the word says too, according to your faith, shall it be done unto you.
Yep.
So.
Yes, sir. And people don't realize how boring success really is. So unless you have a vision of what you're trying to accomplish, you're not going to be willing to do the little boring, mundane stuff day in and day out. It's going to be very tough.
So tough, bro. It's so boring, mundane task every single day. that leads to the bigger results. But you just can't. Like, I would never, right? If you didn't have that bigger vision of why you did things, what would you fall back to when you hit with adversity or hardships?
Exactly. Look, like this, you need faith here. You can't see a thing. I see like 19 Fibonacci's out there.
Bro, I'm like, is that inverted celery right there?
I think I did see an inverted celery actually. Let me scroll back in there.
Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
It's just tripping, maybe.
And always
how to
I was gonna say something like, always remember, chat, like, we got the free will here, free will choice to make a choice and effort in our own life. I mean, I know a lot of people who spend their time thinking about all the reasons to lose, and you could do that, but don't forget that you can still think about all the reasons to win as well. I mean, you just choose to think about all the reasons you can lose, and then that puts your frequency as like you put your frequency in a state of a loser, right? So I mean, don't forget that you still have all those reasons to win, right? Never forget about that.
Yeah, that's true. Write them down if you have to. You know what I did? I wrote them all down. I wrote down 25 reasons why I should be at the goal that I was trying to get to. I wrote them down because I needed to validate. I said, yo, I deserve it, right? It doesn't, once I realized like all you got to do is do the work, right? God has no respect for person. Success doesn't care who you are, what your background is, where you came from, what color you are, what nationality, what religion, doesn't matter, right? If you do what it takes, if you do what's required, right, John says, you'll get what's desired. So once I began to realize that, it was over. Then I said, all right, anyone could be successful, right? Now I just got to apply what needs to be done day in and day out, and keep that hope, keep that faith, knowing that in due season, right, we shall reap the reward and reap the harvest.
Yes, sir. Believing that you can is way more profitable than believing that you can't, so think about that.
Yep. You believe you can, chances are you will. You believe you can't, same thing, right? No, most likely not going to happen. So you might as well believe you can.
It's like what Steve Harvey said that one time. He was like, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right.
Yep.
So,
man, I remember I heard that. Right, I heard that when I was probably like 20, 21, and I had never really been around successful people. Remember, my mom and dad were just school bus and truck drivers, right? Like I was never really around anyone successful. But when I heard that, when I heard the quote, whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, either way you're right, I said, I'm in control of this thing. I control the game, right? I control where I go in the future. And it was little nuggets like that I turned into an absolute feast and used, right, to my advantage to continue to believe that I could and will get, my desired goals.
Oh.
All right, Goldie, here we go. 2 minutes left. Let's see what we're going to do. I thought we were going to actually kind of come down here, and maybe that fade actually would have set up here if we closed like really, really low there, but we actually ended up moving back up, so 1 hour still up.
No trade in London, Curtis. Nope. Not today.
Good London session, good Asian session, boys.
Yeah, fire.
Yeah, good sessions all around today.
Let's have a good New York session now. Man, I love trading every session. I don't like it.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so we got 2 minutes, so I don't know. Unless this candle really rejects and you leave a big rejection wick, it's going to be tough to take the impulse sells. But we still got over a minute left. If this candle here can close, let me just draw it out, give you a visual. So let's say that this candle here closes more like this, right? We have a nice rejection to the downside. Then if we can make a low, right, start moving up here, we'll have a sell stop on the break of that previous low. And if we start coming back down at 9:30, again, very similar to Monday's trade, it'll be a current candle break, and then that'll be the move. Partials will be at 07, and then full TP somewhere down here. There's no bottom wick on this candle. You also have that wick fill right there, so we'll see. Order filled.
Yes, sir.
Order filled.
Yeah.
Stop rejected.
Stop rejected. How did you develop
Yeah,
patience?
deep
I was
down
very
approach.
impatient for a long time, and I did not like the results that impatience provided. So I got tired of doing all that, right? Again, I think everyone that has developed a strong sense of patience had to once be impatient, right, to understand the other side of it. So, and plus I know it works. I know that that's what makes money in trading, right? So when I heard Mike Bellafury say the two greatest attributes in a trader is patience and discipline, I stopped focusing on money and I started to focus on patience and discipline, right? Because if he said that those are the two attributes that led to the most money, then I know I don't need to focus on the money now. I got to focus on making sure I'm applying those two really good traits, right, to what I'm doing, and that money will continue to follow and flow and come in abundance, and it'll come effortlessly. I'll just, be so patient, so disciplined that trades will just fall right into my lap, So, yeah, I mean, it just works out for more profitability. You guys do want to be profitable, right?
Profitable.
Oh yeah.
All right, baby, here we go. So the fade is actually not looking bad here. We're going to probably need a break of the high or some sort of wick to get filled or something like that. Definitely a top wick up here. Ideally, if we could break the high, that would be best. And then the sell stops go in on the break of the low. If not, then, we probably need to wait for a new candle.
Yeah, maybe even a nice pullback here and then like fade back up maybe or something too.
Yeah, like
30-minute
a
bullish
push
too,
back
so
up is
be
fine.
careful.
Yep. Yeah, 30-minute could be making a lower wick right now too. So
It just
that's why
shoots back up.
we really need to break that 30 high before we even think about selling here.
Yo, AQ wild, bro. Breaking highs, breaking lows here.
Thank you.
That's typical 930 behavior.
Gotta love it.
And
On
cute.
the 15 there.
And cute.
Nothing.
Yeah, NQ, you still got room to go on the
also like
4
it.
hour and all that, but man, that daily with no top wick. If we break that high, we should pop up here.
Insane.
All right, let's see if we could break that high here. And then yeah, I'm sure we're going to get a pullback, right? So let's see, that 930 might give us the pullback, but we got to really flip up first and break the highs and go from there. These two candles, no bottom wick here. So very high chance we come back down into 85 at some point, and then we can get out of the trade from there. It might not stay at 85. That's the thing, right? It might just pop in 85, pop back out, continue moving bullish the rest of the day. Is it safe? Is that safe for CPI? Is what safe? Did I have a lot of money when I started trading? Not at all. Not at all. I had like the first trading account, I just borrowed the money from Anna. I didn't even have money. I was like, honey, it would mean the world to me, if you had like an extra $500 to $1,000 that I could put in one of these accounts. And she actually did it. Shout out to Anna. Yes, I really didn't have much money at all. Just kind of playing with little money. I would. You didn't need too much money, because for me, I would do like $500 on an account at a time. But man, John, you remember that one time I did like I loaded up an account with $700, and like at the time I only had like $1,500. And I loaded an account up, and I thought I should go like on a bigger lot size. And I remember it was like a breakout position too. It was a trade with Raja. And because I was over trading, bro, I literally blew my $700 just being in drawdown. And I had to take another $700 that same day. It left me with like maybe $100 for like the rest of the week. Yeah, I had to take another 700 and just put it on a new account. It was like no funding accounts back then.
Yeah, man, I remember. They were just starting to get big. Damn, bro. That may have been one of the moments where you over-risked and over-traded that I don't remember.
Yeah, it wasn't even I wasn't familiar,
I
don't think, with like, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. Crazy. Back Bad times, tough times.
Rookie times, rookie
Well,
times.
Good times too, but bad times, like good for learning.
Patience. Yeah, patience goes a long way because you not only have to be patient to wait on your trade, you have to also then be patient to wait on the result of that trade, which in my opinion is probably even more difficult. Right? Any guys, you wait 2 hours, you finally get into a trade, and then you're scrambling while you're in it. You're like, ah, crap, I'm getting out of this. I'm in a little bit of profit, I'm out. Anyone ever do that? I do that sometimes. I especially used to do that, back in the day a lot. Instead of just letting the parameters get hit, you wait the whole time, and then you literally just do not wait for the trade to play out. It's just in and out early.
Yeah, no. Yeah, if you struggle with that, you're probably best to just like set it and forget it. Like set the order and then come back like for the 15 closure or 30-minute closure and go do something else. Yeah. If you keep like doing that.
Set and forget, man.
Nah, for real though, Anna's a real one for that, man.
Mm-hmm. That was in my Hugo's Way account.
Advanced capital.
Did I feel extra pressure? I was feeling pressure for like 8 years straight, brother. So it was just another day for me. It was a lot of pressure for a lot of years. Back against the wall, in and out of jobs, just trying to make my dreams come true. Trying to get my businesses and my things that I was doing off the ground and trying to learn at the same time, all while maintaining like some sort of an income. I would get in job. I would start working at these places, and I couldn't stomach it. I couldn't stomach everything about it. The going to bed early, to wake up, to get ready, to drive to the job, to open the door and talk to the people. It just was not for me. So the pressure was on me from probably 21 to today. I love pressure, by the way. Like, pressure's still on at a very high level. At this point, sometimes I actually choose to put the pressure on, like almost more voluntary than involuntary. But yeah, pressure makes diamonds. Your comfort zone is a casket, they would say. So you want to spend the least amount of time in there as possible, especially while you got a heartbeat. The pressure was on. I'd get these jobs, and I'd work there for 2 or 3 weeks. Because they would say, if you work here, we'll train you for the first 2 weeks. And, at that, we'll give you $25 an hour, right? But once we train you, after that 2 weeks is over, we're going to send you into the whatever, and we're going to pay you, I don't know, $12 an hour at that point, right? So I'd be like, that's a no-brainer. I'll stick around for 2 weeks, chill out, train, get $25 an hour, put it in the bank, quit. And then I'll have more window to go build my other business.
Fire.
And I'll do that. And then,
strategy.
It was wild. And I'll run out of money, and I go do it all over again. I go look for another job that can, pay decent. And I was really good at interviews. I'll be honest. I go in there with
job farming.
Yeah, I was job farming. I go in there with a blue suit, white shirt, red tie. I look like the greatest thing the guy's ever seen in his life. Kill the interview. And then 2-3 weeks later, I just, like I said, just couldn't stomach these jobs. And I don't know if that was me being weak and being soft, but I'll take it any day.
Respect though, you were really using it as a tool.
Respect.
I knew what I want. I knew what I didn't want.
Capital. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
200 pip stops here, my friends. This actually does not look bad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a sell stop here. On the break of those lows. If we push down, my stops are going to be, I got to use one MGC here. Let me try and use two MGCs. No, I can't. So just one. So I'm going to have a sell stop here. One MGC. We got the volume coming in, so maybe we can...
Order rejected.
Uh-oh. There we go. Set it.
Order rejected.
Wait. I got to go to MGC.
I thought that was me for a second. I was
no, that's me. I'm on GC.
Oh, man.
What's happening?
Let me go to MGC on my live account. Hold on. How do you search for the pair? Just that search button up there? Okay, I got it.
Up in
the
MGC.
addition button.
MGC.
Click that addition button. Just open the window. Then look up the pair.
Oh, the window button. Gotcha. What is the thing? MGC what?
MGC J26, I think.
J6.
Yeah,
Yes.
J26.
All right,
And then you
cool.
could always roll over the chart. Make sure you have the right one, like I showed you that one time.
That's in the top right corner.
Yeah, top right corner with that gear button should say view settings.
Okay, roll forward. Got it.
Yeah,
okay,
hit
cool.
that, roll forward. You should be good.
All right, sweet. Yeah, let me set this up. Sell stop. Okay, I think we're good.
Cool.
Yeah. Sell stop. Let's make it like 4 MGC. Yeah, I think I'm good. Perfect. All right, yeah, so if we keep breaking through
Order
these lows,
rejected.
we should... That wasn't me. That was you. We should be able to keep pushing here. Yeah, so basically what we're looking for is TP down here at like
Yeah, we have no low weight down there.
97-ish. Yeah, 97, somewhere around there. We want to see if we can push through, break that low here at 930, and then just continue driving really down into 85. But 97 will be good for partials right there, and then, you know, 85 be full TP.
John, was Nick just a robot right there?
Yo, my
he
bad.
was.
Okay, cool.
My bad.
Yeah.
All right, we
Like,
broke the lows.
yeah,
So
I
now that
heard
we
the-
broke
I
the
heard the
lows, we
lag a
should
little
see
bit.
our push.
So good.
Why is my other trade not in?
Yep.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
You guys can hear me? All right, beautiful. That'll be partials for me.
Yeah.
Stops are moving to break even here. And let's
Perfect.
see if we can keep it moving.
Cool.
What a dirty trade.
30. Bro, why
30,
didn't
bro.
why didn't I get activated here though? Like my order is
Crazy.
sitting right there.
Oh, no, you may have missed it.
Yeah, mine has. Yeah, I've tried that too. You have to. It's because when you set it, if it's the price is like right at it, you gotta make sure you like
Gotcha.
go down, put the sell
Gotcha.
stop, and then drag it up.
Okay.
Because
I
otherwise
see.
you won't get in.
I see. All right, my friends, beautiful trade. That's going to be about 188 pips. So yeah, take some profits. My stops are in profit now too, and that is pretty much a trade. Good stuff. Nice
Yeah, no,
little
looks good.
fade here.
Nice.
Looking for support now though.
Yep. Probably look to take full
There you
down
go.
here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. We got a no bottom wick on that candle. So let's see how we do. Can we get down there? Hey, there it is.
Oh,
There she goes. Full TP.
holy smokes, bro.
Let's get it. Very nice. Beautiful trade, gang. Beautiful trade.
Damn.
W's in the chat if you took that. Marvelous, marvelous move. Yeah, another one. Monday and Friday we get the
Lead.
current candle trade, current candle fade there. Nice job. Nice job. Beautiful read there. Wow. 262 pips. Wowzers.
Yeah, bro.
Nice. All right, clean. That's full TP for me, and we'll see where we go from here. Love it.
Cool.
Gotta
Nice.
love it on a Friday, baby. Not bad, Green. Not bad. All right, let me get a screenshot here of this. That lower wick was a little lower than I would have wanted it to be, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, let me just mark this up here. There's patience. Yeah, there you go. Patience paying. Let me just mark my trade up. Give me 1 sec, and then we'll talk about it, do a quick little breakdown. Okay, lovely. Lovely, lovely. So beautiful fade opportunity here. Another current candle entry on the fade. So what were we looking at here? We were looking at a very overextended, let's go to the 4 hour real quick. 4 hour coming into these target areas in which we talked about when we did the breakdown this morning. You kind of had this zone right here. Anywhere in between there, you're going to probably deal with some sort of rejection, aka some sort of like target area, right? Price could still continue moving up. That's why we didn't execute on those sells until it was the right time and the right lows were broken at the right times, right? But overall, you know, that was a bit of a rejection area. If we drop down to the 1 hour, 1 hour was extremely overextended, right? We came all the way from down here, rejected out of the lows. We move up, we move up, we move up. You know how many people are going to take a late buy right there? It just doesn't make sense. You know, we used to do that. You know, we used to do that 2 years ago, but we learned from it, right? So now we started to anticipate the idea of the fade happening. Now, the 30-minute, you know, really kind of pushed up, and it wasn't looking that good at first. But then the candle ended up, you know, kind of breaking the highs and starting to reject the highs there on the 30. We know that if we re-break that low, we have an amazing shot at coming down to break this low, heading into this overall level here, right? So that's why I moved my stops to break even right there. And then we have that candle, man. We talked about this. That candle right there had no bottom wick. I want you to look at the precision of this candle right here to make that lower wick. That is legit art. That's art right there. So what did we say? We drew, remember what I said? We're probably not going to stay down here, but we'll probably wick down there, right? And then skate out of there and then can possibly continue moving bullish today. So we talked this whole entire trade through before it ever played out, right? So that's why I said, yo, make sure you take your partials here, because I'm really not foreseeing gold to continue driving down, but more so come into that range, grab that area down there, and then close back above to continue moving north, right? So 930 was the move down. That's all we needed. It was probably going to be the pullback for the 1 hour. And man, if that doesn't play to the T right there, I don't know what does. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect.
Yo, that was money.
That was a crazy trade.
Yep.
Yo, that's 30 move right there.
Dirty. Just dirty work.
Double that bottom wick right there.
30.
So yeah, and that was able to get the job done here for us today. So what did we do? We waited patiently. We drew up what we wanted to see. We didn't budge. We didn't deviate. We didn't let emotions come in when we said, oh man, price definitely looks like we're going to move up. And 930, I seen some of the chat, you know, saying it's going to be a buy, I'm going long. And right, it's like you got to really be precise and patient on what it is that you're looking for and really tangle that up with the correlation, right? So yeah, perfect correlation here, perfect move, precise entry, precise exit. And that'll put some green on the board for us today, my friends. What the hecky? It's art. It's art. Yeah, so good trade. So if you understood that on the front end, great. If you're still starting to learn the fade and learn about it, awesome as well. Keep your size small. Don't even trade it with me, right? Just watch it over and over and over again so you can begin to catch on and whatnot. Look at that. Money move, straight down to TP and right back up.
Wow. Straight back up, bro. Okay.
See?
That was like a trade based off intuition, pretty much 100%.
15's now going
precision right
to
there.
possibly get support above that range, and then that's where the buys will continue.
Exactly. I'm
Possibly.
really looking for that move.
Yeah. Lovely. Any questions?
Woo, 5.
He said mind blown. Yo, it is mind blowing, right? It's like it's legit like art. The market is legit like art.
Literally is.
He said you hacked the matrix. I did. We hacked it.
Infinite. Damn, that's insane. Yeah, it's beauty.
Should we wait for another good trade? No, it's Friday, dude. Go enjoy the weekend. Wait for another good trade. You just got one. One and done. One and done. Now what?
One and done.
The question is now what do you do with your life? Right? Right now you got to go back to work. I get it. But that's because you keep over trading and over risking and looking for more trades, right? But once you settle in and understand that less is more in trading, you'll eventually get to leave your job, and then you'll take a nice trade like this, and then you'll get to say, you know what do I want to do with my day now? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to help? What do I want to make out of this day, right? And that's the most beautiful part about the skill set of trading, is that it truly gives you that ability. It only takes 2 or 3 hours to make a decent living trading, right? 2 or 3 hours a day once you finally mature and become responsible and do this thing professionally. And then guess what? The rest of the day you have wide open to work on new businesses or new ideas, or to have fun on new hobbies or activities, or spend time with your family, hang out with your loved ones, give to random people. Sometimes we do, right? Just anything you want. But you got to get good, right? You got to develop the skill first, and then that's the life that is ahead of you.
Yep.
You can copy trade. How to copy your trades automatically, not manually. Oh, I've got a the super duper copy trader. Yeah, we're about to roll that out. All we do is take Bitcoin though for that, so there will be no cash deposits or anything. No, I'm just kidding. We can't trade automatically. I don't want to trade your money. I don't want you emailing me, calling me, hey Nick, how's the growth on my money going, or any of that type of stuff. So I'm not one of those traders that is gonna create like a big account and then everyone could just put their money in it and I'm like your slave. You know what I mean? It's just that's not how I roll. So I trade my money, you trade your money. I'll teach you, I'll exemplify it for you, but I will not do anything automatic for you. I got brokies demanding me, talking to me like I'm like I work for them. I'm just kidding. I don't take orders from peasants. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you would never catch me doing something like that. And by the way, if Nick Stu 9944225 hits you up on Discord saying that we actually have a service like that, just don't pay attention to it.
Just get in the clubhouse and be on the YouTube live streams and take every trade Nick takes. Literally ask good questions. Any trades that you take without me, send them in. Let me review them for you. Let's do it the right way. Yeah, facts.
If you guys aren't following me on Instagram too, you guys go follow me on IG. Hit me up there if you guys have any questions. And yeah, take a look through my page. Take a look through the TT_profits page. This is where we kind of post some of the trades, some of the gems that we record here on the live stream. But yeah, go follow us on Instagram.
That's a fire Instagram page right there.
Yeah, go this weekend. I would make it a point to go to TT_profits and just watch some videos. You know, you're gonna scroll on your phone anyway, right? Why not watch some of these that are actually gonna point you in the right direction? You know, according to what you're actually pursuing in life, which is in this case trading and trying to become the best version of yourself.
Sir. Chad, don't forget to follow me too, JohnnyGems_.
Hey, yo, whoa! Was this a free plug?
Yo.
Was that a free plug for John? Just taking advantage like that? He said, "Yo, by the way, you know, follow me too, Johnny Gems." Whoa! The hecky? What's going on here, Johnny Gems?
Follow there.
What's your who are you again, Johnny? What? Johnny?
I don't know who I am, bro.
What's your thing again?
No, I'm kidding. JohnnyGems_. I literally just spawned here, fam. I'm
free
trying
promo.
to figure it out, like, y'all. We all relate though on a serious level. I'm just trying to be better.
Okay, Magnus, why don't you go ahead and give him your Instagram now as well? Go ahead. Why not?
Nah, bro. Yeah, it's just my name.
You don't want it. Just
I'm all
good.
I ever thought about only trading at 9:30? Yeah, probably. Like that's one of my missions. One of my goals when I'm like 70, 80 years old is just to be like at my lake house, overlooking the lake, waking up, hanging out, hearing my grandchildren running around downstairs, hearing my kids, you know, get all upset at them, like, come on, guys, you know how the parent thing goes, and just trade at 9:30, make 100 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand, something like that, and just say, what now, kiddos, you know, and just be this old man and start going jet skiing and bringing the boats out, and yeah, I have visualized that before, quite a bit.
Yep. Make like 100, 200K off your 8-figure trading account.
Fire. Yep. Sounds good to me.
In your big cabin.
In the big log cabin overlooking the big, beautiful lake. Yep.
Yep. And just strictly using money as a tool. And a servant, nothing more. And just straight up enjoying the freedom and the tool that money, or the freedom that money brings you. It's amazing. Yep,
exactly. Money's a tool, man. Money's an incredible servant, horrible master. And most people have not mastered money, but money has mastered them, right? So try and get money off of your tail, right? And so a lot of us make every decision based off of the dollar. And if you don't believe it, just think about the last 10 decisions you've made. Go ahead. Really, literally, take the time and think about the last 10 decisions that you made. I bet you at least half of them had something to do with money, right? Do I want to go to Sally's house today? I don't know. That's a 20-minute ride, and I kind of need gas, and maybe we'll just go another day, right? Or, man, John's invited me to lunch today, but man, I'm gonna probably have to spend like $50. I really don't have that until Friday. Let me just tell John I'm busy. I'm busy until Friday, right? How many of you guys have done that? I do that. I've done that all the time, right? So believe it or not, a lot of us are. Every decision we make is based off of money. So what does that mean? If money controls your every decision, what is money? It's like your master, tells you what to do, when to go, when not to go. I didn't like that.
100%, bro. It's gotta be a servant.
No, yeah, for real.
Same thing with your job. Your job basically dictates everything you do. Believe it or think about this. Most people don't think about it. Your job pretty much dictates when you go to sleep at night.
Right, bro.
I remember I used to get ready for bed thinking, I'm not even tired. What am I going to bed for, right? But I knew that if I didn't go to bed then, I would be so tired in the morning, it would just make my day miserable. And I was already pissed that I had to go to work, right? So my job would dictate when I went to bed, what time I woke up, right? What I ate for breakfast. I wasn't going to Kiki's, right? I was just, slugging down something quick, some gas station bacon, egg, and cheese or something that God knows what was in that thing, right? And then, your job dictates what car you drive and how much money you make and, how much time you spend with your spouse and with your children and, what you do on a day-to-day basis. So, I didn't want that control over me anymore. And that's why I was willing to be patient and disciplined, even though I was an undisciplined, impatient individual, right? I decided to change. God gave you a brain. You could do anything you want with it. Right. So when I realized that patience and discipline and positive mental attitude and self-belief was going to, separate me, I started focusing on it a lot, actually, obsessing over it. Someone asked me yesterday, hey, what's like the most important trait? You've been through quite a few ups and downs and in-betweens, and you had some failures, you had some victories. What do you think's most important? Right. And outside of faith, right, your self-image, right? Your own positive mental attitude dictates more than because like we said the other day, if you don't have a positive mental attitude, then what I say here doesn't even click for you. You think I'm yelling at you, or you think I'm, talking crap, but really just spitting truth, right? And again, the truth hurts, but then it sets you free, right? So I had to hear the truth. I had to give myself the truth if I was going to begin to level up and get out of where I was. So it's not always easy, right, on the journey. So if you don't have a positive mental attitude and a strong belief in yourself and what you're going to go after, then chances are you'll never make it. And you'll continue to, again, start to fold back into their system. And we don't want you in that system. We want you creating your own system.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro. And Nick, we had a good talk yesterday, while you're chilling in your garage, man. Yesterday I was basically calculating what the total amount of money I will have, right, in my long-term investments over the next 10 to 20 years. And, it wasn't as much as I really wanted it to be. It was definitely a good amount, but I wanted more, right? And obviously I wanted more because there's infinite amount of money, so there's always more to get. And I realized, damn, if I'm chasing that, then I'll never be happy, because money is infinite and there's always more to come. So money's never ending. So my happiness, I'll never get it. Right. And then what hit me too was thinking that when I die, right, having the most money really won't matter much for me personally after I die, but how I had enough money to live the desired reality throughout my life is what mattered more, right? How I use that money throughout my life to live the best life possible versus trying to have the most money after life, right? Using the money as a tool to live the desired reality would work greater for me versus having the most money, right? So you don't need to have the most money, you just need to have enough money to live the desired reality you want, right? And never get twisted with that.
Yeah, you're like, I don't need a lot of money. I just want to have, 4 supercars, a nice mansion on the lake. I want to retire my parents. I want to pay off their house. I want to, make sure my wife never has to work again. But, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy.
That's what I was thinking, bro. Yeah.
I go, really?
When you
How much do you think that's going to cost?
Freedom, right? When you bring it kind of back to freedom,
Yeah, you don't need a lot to be free. Put the number down. Most of you guys just need 5 G's a month. $5,000 a month, you'll be free. So whatever that number is, figure it out and just get to it.
You can easily make more than that, but yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yep. How do you deal with psychology part of trading? I don't overtrade. I don't enter impulsively anymore, but I just freeze and watch a chart all day. I see moves happening and I don't enter. So so now you got to be disciplined to get in. So just like being disciplined to stay out, you have to be disciplined enough to get in and then stay in, right, until the opportunity presents itself to leave. So what I did was I just pretended, right? I used my imagination. I know you guys haven't used that since you were 7 years old, but it's time to tap back into that, right? I would use my imagination, and I would think that Mike Bellafury was standing right behind me, or I was at a desk, right? And there was a camera right there. Some of you guys know. You look up right now. You're at work. They got eyes on you, right? They got the camera on you. Look at it. Wave to it. Smile. Say, I'm not going to be here for longer. No, just kidding. I pretended that I was working for a firm that taught me this system how to trade, and that I would be fired if I hadn't followed it to the T. Meaning, if I got into trades that weren't good, they would fire me. If I didn't get into trades that were good, they would also have a problem with that. So think about if you worked for me, right? And I taught you this system and I gave you $10,000 and I said, look, you need to trade this system. Here's the money to trade it with. We're going to have a 50-50 profit split at the end of the week. If you follow this, you'll continue to have a job. But if you don't, I'm going to fire you and put somebody else in the chair. Right? So let's say you see a good setup that is good. Like right now you're telling me I just freeze up, right? So what I did to help with the freezing up of it, because I've been there too, is I would just say, okay, it's my job to execute this trade, right? These guys have taught me the system. They've given me the money. They're going to be mad if I don't take the trade, right? If I don't take the trade, they're going to come over to my desk and they're going to say, what's going on, Mr. Stewart? I taught you to take that trade. You're trading my money. And then a trade that a playbook setup that I taught you to take came about and you didn't trade that. Why? Right? And I would think of that as me getting in trouble at the firm. And if I wanted to stay at that firm and continue to be a day trader and continue to trade their money, at the time I was like FTMO. I was just pretending, man. I was pretending, right? I just whatever. Like, oh, if I don't do this right, they're not going to give me $100,000 to trade with. And there's more truth than that than false, right? Because it was true. If I didn't do it right, FTMO wouldn't let me keep that 100K account, right? In which I needed in order to make money to kind of get to my goal. So I would just use my imagination. I'm very big on just playing little mental mind games, mental hacks. And all I needed to do was I just needed to do that for a couple weeks. And then after a couple weeks, that proved to me that this works. So then I didn't have any problem following it after that. But yeah, in order to get it going, I had to play some mind games.
That's exactly how I think about it too, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great idea.
Really?
Because your perceived reality is more real than reality itself, right? That's why those mental tricks work so much, because it literally becomes real. Because as you think it, you feel it.
Yep.
Then you feel it, and then you embody it.
Yep.
And then you embody it, and then you attract it. It's awesome.
Be like water. You become it. You got to become it.
Be like water.
Your wife come in a Lamborghini and pick you up? Yo, why not? They make Lamborghinis for somebody. Why not you?
Why not you?
They're definitely possible to get, bro.
Why not you? You ever just driving the highway and you see somebody else driving your car?
I do.
Why not you? The other day I was in my Porsche GT3 RS. I seen another. Sorry, I seen another guy. That's just a flex right there, I guess.
I love seeing like the joy. I love hearing the joy in Nick's voice. Saying that. There's at one point where I remember him not even having like 1,000 to his name.
But there was another guy. He was in a Porsche. What was it, Green? It was like a Porsche. It wasn't a GT. It was just like a GT, and it was a nice car. It was beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful. But the big difference, outside the obvious, right, is the years, right? He was probably a 70, 75-year-old man, and he was driving that car, and that's what's up, man. That's awesome, right? But I wanted it now, right? I was willing to be disciplined. I was willing to do what it took. I was willing to take the time, have the patience, but I didn't want to drive these cars in my 70s, right? I knew that there's an opportunity to, potentially get good at certain skill sets and be able to pick things up in life fairly quickly and, upgrade my video game character, right? So where you can get it in years and years and years down the road, why not just do the work now, right? And be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor now instead of at 70, 75 when you don't even want to rip the car anymore at that point. So 2003, baby, let's go. What's up, Click Clever?
Yo, Farm Futures W. Congratulations.
Yeah, W, man. That's good work right there. Another one, right? Another one right there.
Amir.
Running. Yeah, that's phenomenal. That's ×5 right there.
Amazing, brother. Amazing. Congratulations, guys.
Wow. Man said, Nick has changed my life, and he doesn't even know it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Super happy for you guys, man.
Yeah, Lewis, so it depends, like, if you're trading a prop firm or if you're trading live account. If you're trading live account, then you can just go onto your account, like, you just go log into your Tradeovate, and then, like, you should have a dashboard on your account, and you can just withdraw. You can just click that withdraw button and then just withdraw your profits.
Yep. Too easy. What an exit.
A live account withdrawal, fam, right? Right, Lewis?
Yeah, bro. Nothing like a live account withdrawal, man. Let's go.
Nothing like it.
Looking forward to it.
Hey, I don't gotta have 5 days of 150. Nope. Could be in drawdown for the week. Still take a payout.
Nothing like it, man. Last year I took the biggest withdrawal that I ever took with that 60,000 in one shot. I never took a withdrawal that big in one time. That was awesome.
I don't know. Let's get it.
It was like 60 G's, and then like the very next week it was like 8. So it was like 70 G's in a matter of 2 weeks. Yo,
yeah, without prop firms. That was only live, right?
With no prop firm, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, way better.
Well, 70 G's in 2 weeks, man. The possibilities. And that's not even made. That's like withdrawn. Like that's like taken profits. That's the payout.
Yeah, your original investment was still in.
Bro, my original was 30K. Started with 30, got it to 90 in a matter of like just a couple months. So we'll see what we could do on Tradeovate this year.
Damn.
Love you, man.
You could buy a lot of steak with that. Yeah, definitely.
A couple steaks, yeah.
Just a couple.
Damn, speaking of steak. Snap.
I'm down for some steaks tonight.
I think me too, bro. 100%.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, man.
That was a very bad trade for new traders. You shouldn't promote it. I didn't promote it. You guys are just watching me trade. You just watching.
Sure.
You choose to do whatever y'all want to do. You're just watching a trader at work. Just talking out loud. That's all. Not even 2 weeks in the clubhouse. Made my money back in 1 day. Let's go, bro. Let's go. You're welcome. Yeah, welcome to the clubhouse. All the new people, welcome to the clubhouse. Be sure to educate yourself. Go through like the webinars. Go through the whole course that we have in there. Check out the trade breakdowns. Really use it to educate yourself. When you come into some of these live streams, it's a little tougher on the New York session, as everyone knows. Like, it's just a little bit more busier here in New York. But man, Asian and London and all that, like, and these webinars on the weekend, man. Really get your questions answered. Send your trades in. Let us review them for you. Let us give you the feedback so that way you can just get along on your journey a little bit quicker. You know, we just want to help shorten your learning curve. That's all. And if we could do that by exemplifying it and reviewing your trades and whatnot and putting out all this other pre-recorded content, then we'll just keep doing it.
Yep. And being in the clubhouse since day one, what I see from a lot of members is that they come in for the education, but they stay for the community.
Yep.
Right. So the community, man, you know, it's one thing to educate yourself. It's another to educate yourself and be in a community that is around like-minded individuals, around winners who uplift you and encourage you and help you do better and have an effect on your frequency each and every day. Right. I mean, you guys know the difference, right? You turn off the Zoom right now. I mean, some of your guys' environments are probably not the best, but you come back in here and then boom, your environment's right back to being the best, right? So
yeah, that's true.
100%. I never had such an environment back at home here, so I would have never found that here, right?
Me too.
And whoever, like, who listens just in the morning when they come onto London or Asian or New York and it just hear rain on me and they're like your whole frequency just switches up like instantly. I don't know, is it just me or
oh yeah,
100%.
Obviously in the chat it switches up real quick.
Definitely, man.
I don't know, you're a little tired, you're going there, you hear like the sound, you're like instantly boom, energy.
Yes, sir.
There's an old saying, it says, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Right? So you show me your friends. I know that if your friends are here in the Discord, you've got a bright future ahead of you. If most of your friends are hanging out here and you're hanging out with them in this Time to Eat trading community, you've got a bright future ahead of you. You know, you really do. But look at your other friends. You know, which one of them do you want to be like? We all got that one crazy friend, you know? So pick your friends and choose your friends very wisely.
Sir.
By the way, if you have maybe a handful of friends, you've got a lot.
The tighter the circle, the better.
Chala, how are you, brother? The tighter, the better, baby. Yep, this is such an amazing community, such a great environment for growth.
Yep.
That you don't have friends, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That shows me that you don't need other people to go out and do whatever you want to do. Like, you know, some people, they can't even go to the mall alone. They got to call their friend. Hey, man, you want to go to the mall with me? Like, what, dude? Just go to the mall. Get your stupid socks. Yeah? Like, want to come with me? Like, why? You can't go alone and spend an hour by yourself, right? So it's actually pretty good, you know, if you're willing to be by yourself and do all that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, bro. And you can always get new friends, too, right? Remember that, like, the old friends are great, but like when you're trying to do new and better things that they're not trying to do, you got to get friends that are trying to do what you're doing.
You gotta level up.
Like Magnus, for example. I mean, we're like the same age, you know, and we had friends in high school and stuff, and that aren't trying to do what we're trying to do, and
not at all.
That's fine. But we found new friends, right? Like I found Magnus, for example. I mean,
yep,
he's trading and doing pretty much the same thing as me. So you can always find new friends.
Exactly, and we're so blessed to have this opportunity to be here. I mean, on the Zoom call and all that, it's like insane. Because, like I said before, I don't think I never would have found anyone that would have put me on this path here and spit so many gems like every single day.
Nah, dude, your story is crazy because you really were a thin thread. Like, obviously, me and John are brothers. We were gonna be attached and do stuff regardless. But like, damn, like. What a thin thread that connected us, right? And that's the case for a lot of people. A lot of you guys just happen to go on YouTube one day and imagine if you didn't go on YouTube that day. Or imagine if you didn't go here or go there and like, man, life is full of thin thread moments that could either, you know, put you in one direction or the other. But yeah, super grateful we found Magnus and connected, and man, what a bright future you have in front of you now.
Thank you, appreciate it. And literally one message took me to here right now. It's insane. Like back then. Wow.
Facts.
One message, baby. One message. I'll never forget the one message that changed my life. I'll never forget it, man. It was way back. Mikey, good old Mikey G. Man, it changed my life.
I'll never forget mine too.
But yeah, I remember I would see Magnus in the chat sometimes here and there, but you know, I didn't know him yet. So yeah, that one message, he reached out, and it's been on ever since. And literally, I mean, look at when you really, and I don't take credit for this. This is all Magnus seeking out help, seeking out mentorship, and then applying it. But like, look where life began to really take a turn and turn around for you, right? In a good direction. Once he picked up that mentor, once he put his own ego down and reached out to somebody for help, same thing with me. From there, my life just started running bullish.
Ever since.
Happens, right?
Ever since.
Yeah. Thank God for
Once
mentors.
you get a mentor, you got some guidance now. That mentor is so key, really.
Yeah.
One of the best parts about mentorship is simply like, you know, if you're on the same path that they went on, right? And, you know, there's multiple paths here, right? They could let you know, hey, look, you know, there's a ditch over here, right? And if you go this way, it's really bad. The road gets really messed up. I would just recommend you take that route, right? That's the main, I mean, that's what I've really helped use mentorship for is, if someone else, let's say your mentor is in a helicopter, right, flying above the road that you're driving on, right, and you're driving on this road, and he knows that there's a ditch up ahead, and like the mentor can just tell you, hey brother, like radio into you, yo, make that right as this road splits, boom, you know, and you know, make this left, and right. So that's where the mentor really comes in. But guess who still has to do all the driving and everything else, right? You know, you still have to apply and listen to that coach, trust that coach, and knowing that they have the best, your best interest in mind. So again, that takes faith as well.
Really does.
Really.
All right, let's see. Good to hear that, Chala. Good to hear that. Have we ever taken 2 trades in one day? Yes, of course.
Of course.
1 to 2 trades a day, usually. 1 to 2 to 3, maybe.
That's a sweet spot.
2 trades in a session. Yeah, we've definitely done that. All right, let's answer a few more questions. The 60K profit, that was on a $30,000 account. Yeah, so I started the account with 30K. Brought it up to 90. I think it took like four months or something like that. And then we just withdrew all the profits. You should always have to observe the candles without a wick. Yes. Yeah. I wouldn't take any trades on candles that don't have any top wicks, especially when it comes to buys. And then, so when it comes to bullish candles, if it doesn't have a top wick, I recommend you let that go. Same thing with bearish candles. If it doesn't have a bottom wick, then I would say, you know, wait for more candles so you can get more information there. All right, let's see. Found you on Calvin's podcast. Shout out to Calvin. Let's go.
Shout out, man.
Let's go. If you guys haven't seen any of the podcasts that we've been on, I think you could probably just type in my name at this point on YouTube, and some of those podcasts will pop up. How do you choose how long you want to stay in a trade and all that? Yeah, so a lot of people always say, dude, like, what the hell? Like, sniper entry again? Like, how? Like, how? So basically, like, I always look at the structure. So I know, like, if we start pushing down here, there's a very high chance that we will come straight into this range here, because look at all the other candles that came in that range, right? So that's why I went break even. That's also the fill of that wick. I look for wicks to fill. And then the reason I took full target right here is just simply because if I open this up and zoom in a little bit better, you'll notice here that this candle has no bottom wick, and that's a whole nother topic on itself, on why candles will come down, give these candles a lower wick. But yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of experience, brother. A lot of repetition, a lot of experience, a lot of patiently waiting and observing until, you know, things play out. So, you know, once you see it a bunch of times over the next couple of years, you'll understand how to read it like that too. But again, some things you can't teach, some things that they just do take time and repetition and all that. If I had 5K USD, how would I manage it? Prop firms. So I would also need to know like what your skill level is at, you know, like where your skill level is with trading. Because if you had $5,000 and you're a brand new trader, I'd probably just say, yo, spend like $50 on just a good evaluation account, spend maybe another 150 to get in some sort of like we have the clubhouse or somebody else's clubhouse or our clubhouse, and learn the method, learn like the system. And now you're only like $200 in, and now you're 30 days in with a cheap account and 30 days of education, right? And now the more you educate yourself, the higher your skill set, you know, begins to develop. And then that's where you can start to maybe invest like a couple thousand into a live account and maybe a couple hundred into some more funded accounts. But in the beginning, I would just buy a cheap account, hook up with a good trading community. You don't even have to pay for ones. You could just come here for free every day and, you know, try and pick up what you can here in the New York session and just learn. Yeah, just learn, and eventually your skill will grow, and then you'll be able to deploy more capital, you know, and make more money. For the input on this trade this morning, I missed your breakdown. Can you share the idea? Yeah, so this trade here, basically, we had a 4-hour candle that was coming into a target. We were looking at a target over here. We was kind of anticipating it rejecting out of that zone. The 1-hour candle, the 1-hour time frame was extremely overextended, so we were looking for a pullback. 1-hour candle also had no bottom wick. 30-minute candles were also moving up very like, they're kind of overextended at that point. Plus, if you see no bottom wick here, no bottom wick there, 930 broke the highs. We were expecting a little bit of a pullback, and we talked about this exact move right here, about this candle driving down, rejecting those lows and closing back above here for the next 4-hour candle. So that was what we were anticipating happening. It's just this candle coming down to break the lows, push through this range, give that candle a lower wick, and then that was our full TP. Yeah, I don't even think I closed partials on this one. I just let it run till full TP, and I moved my stops to break even right around that area. I came here, I saw you leaving trades that I thought you should take, even going with the setup, but you let them go. I had to stop trading for a week and learn. Today I took the fade. Okay, great. Yeah, some trades I will let go. You know, some trades are okay trades, but they're not great trades. And I like to take great trades because I want to make money, right? I want to make my time worth it and be efficient. So yeah, there will be times. I'm a very picky trader. You know, those of you guys that have been trading with me for a long time now, you know I'm very picky. I need things to line up, but we also end the day green almost every day, right? So even though we're picky, it's for a good reason, right? Because again, we want to make money. So I'm a pretty picky trader, and I recommend you develop that too. It takes a lot to get me in the market.
Yes, sir. The best traders are very selective traders, you know. They are waiting for confirmations, certain confirmations. They don't just get in just randomly. They get in because their confirmations present themselves. Yep. Right?
Exactly. Every single day sacrificing the okay setups too for the best.
Exactly.
And that idea makes a lot of sense because the markets are an opportunity generating machine, right? So they're just pumping out opportunities pretty much nonstop all day, right? So you may as well get picky with the opportunities you take. If there's an abundance of opportunities, you may as well only take the best ones.
Yep.
It would only make the most sense.
Performance over profits all day.
Yep.
I'm trying to see where I think we drew that whole thing out. Did we not draw that candle driving down, getting rejected, all that? Pretty sure we did.
See the shakes.
That's going to make a good reel later.
Yeah, tomorrow, man. Webinar time.
Shakes. Hold on, Shakes. Where are you going? You got a lot of work to do in the Discord later. Don't tell me you're leaving. You know, they had that boy Shakes going to work the other day in the Discord. My goodness. They were working him. He said, I'm leaving early to avoid it. All right, brother. Enjoy your weekend, man. We'll see you in the webinar. Oh, yeah, here it is. I found it. Yeah, so we basically drew the whole thing out here, right? We drew this candle kind of coming down. Talked about the fade here, if we can get it to line up. Right, drew this candle. We said, hey, you know what? This candle will probably come down straight into that range, but most likely reject out of it, right? So that's your first TP. This is your second, right? To come in and give that candle a low, fill that wick is what we talked about before the stream. and then potentially have that candle reject all the way back up. So beautiful read on that. You know, like you want to, this is how you want to do trading, right? You want to plan the trade out and then just trade that plan, right, for what it's worth, instead of trying to guess all the time, right? You don't want to guess. You want to plan things out based off of what you've seen in the past, and then you want to wait until those opportunities show up and then execute them flawlessly, right? That is how you trade the markets. But I think we're done here. Yeah, I think we're done. What a week. Lovely week. Lovely week. So I think we're all good. Does anyone have any last questions? Other than that, I mean, we are done. Let's head into the weekend. Gang, if there's an opportunity out there this weekend to help somebody, I want to encourage you, you know, not just for them, but for you as well. Go out, give a helping hand. It doesn't have to be money. It could be some food. It could just be a smile, man, and a compliment. Can we all commit? Can we all commit to that this weekend? We give at least one person a compliment a day. Don't even give them money. Just tell them how awesome they are. Just say, man, you know, you look great today. I don't know if anyone told you that, or I like the way your hair looks, or very nice outfit, or man, you look sharp in that suit. I don't know. Whatever it is, right? Can we all commit to just making the world a little bit better because of the TT community over this weekend? Yeah, I think we could do it. I think we could do it. All right. So focus on that, man. Focus on being a helping hand out there. Enjoy the weekend. Have fun. We will be running the webinar tomorrow. So for those of you guys that are in the clubhouse, we will see you tomorrow on the webinar. And, we got one last thing. Give us some motivational words at last. What you do speaks so loudly that what you say I can't hear. So get to work, my friend. No talking, just doing, right? Let's get to work. Let's put action on the plate. That's the only way we can get it done. Faith without works is dead. So continue to believe big and work hard for what you're going after. All right. Love y'all. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Johnny Gems, Magnus. Appreciate you guys, boys. You guys are awesome.
Appreciate you, man.
Have fun helping people this weekend. Yes, sir. Awesome. All right, guys.
Peace, chat.
Y'all have a great day.
man.
Enjoy the weekend.
Peace.
Yeah. Blessings to you and your family. Like I said, go out, be a helping hand, man. Be the help that you want to see in the world, all right? Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
We out of here.
Bless.
All I do is
See ya.
make fire on the caveman. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Peace, my friends. Later.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Wow, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 1842, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the fourth spot. Been in this position, ain't a shortstop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, Nick. Went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it ish. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. Listen, not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. A2000.
EST. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom, why you simping, for real? Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision and you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on. So they see me coming, they still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and then you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Ayy, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Ayy, we saving souls on the campus. Ayy, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Ayy, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to the... Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.